So you're not gonna spend your track?
Anytime I move, you there hold that down.
He hit his zone. My fault. He hit his zone. Go ahead. I said for the track.
Shoot my shot, oh, baby, yeah.
Sorry, brother. The song was fire.
Very fire tunes, my brother.
I don't know who that was, but that song is hard. I'm gonna need you to send me that. That shit was
Wizkid?
hard. That's off Wizkid's new album.
Black Jersey?
All right,
Yo,
man.
Buffy, can you put him on, son? Because he
I ain't listened to the album yet, and I'm
gonna send you my playlist, man.
All right.
Over 800.
Okay.
And counting. And counting.
Bobby really sat down with me one day, bro, in the Metro Lounge and just went through mad music with me, bro. I'm seriously.
All right, so we gonna cook that. Well, y'all just tuned into another episode of the GoodFellas podcast, episode 38. This is Jigga.
Buffy, the owner and founder of Black Tycoon Talk LLC.
Okay. This is KP, just KP.
But yeah,
Nigga came in here talking.
as Badman Buffy just said, owner, founder of motherfucking Tycoon Talk. Sorry for the curse words, but yeah. How you feeling, my brother?
Every week.
How you feeling, my brother?
Man, I'm excited. I'm just happy to be here with y'all. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
We're glad to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Definitely glad to have you here, bro. So we gonna get into it straight up before we get into the whole episode. So tell us about Tycoon Talk, brother.
Yeah.
What is Tycoon Talk?
Yeah, man. So Black Tycoon Talk LLC is a culture. It's a lifestyle of doing what the 99% not willing to do to live that tycoon lifestyle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we've taken our net worth from negative $150,000 to positive $200,000 and counting. You know what I mean? So we know a thing or two about debt
Flipping that money.
reduction and also getting on that compound side of the game. So yeah. That's what we really do. So we on all major platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We're not on Google yet. Website on the built, so we're gonna be there.
I
soon.
want to know why Tycoon. Like what? Like when I see Tycoon, that's what's the big ass wave?
You think about a typhoon?
Typhoon. Get out. Get out. Get out. You're a dumbass.
Well, first of all, this
Yo. This guy's
Defund
crazy.
James.
Defund now. No.
No, seriously though. I know. I just joke content.
Nah, I love it, man. First of all, there's a lot of investors, a lot of traders, but there's only a few tycoons. You know what I mean? It just has a nice ring to it. It has its own niche, its own space. Because there's a lot of respect for this art. So
Making sure people see the separation.
absolutely, there's levels. Yeah.
It's levels to this
When
shit.
I see Tycoon, I think of like the big dog, like the top. Top 1%.
Yeah.
Because one thing you're going to realize, man, in all our contents and teaching is we don't do nothing normal and we don't spend major time on minor stuff. That's it. And you can fill in between, right? Everything else you can add up and put two and two together.
Just like you said, like Tycoon, it's a lifestyle. So like you said, you don't spend time on minor issues. And you could put that into play or perspective in every aspect of life. Like,
Yeah. That's what we do. We teach life. We don't teach money. We don't study or teach money. We teach life. And obviously money is part of life. So in studying life, you learn to improve in a lot of areas.
I like how you cook
Personal.
that. I like how you cook that.
In your family life, personal relationships, physical and mental health. We know that's big. You know what I mean? So the finances, it plays a role, but it's life. Life is art, not numbers. So we don't teach numbers. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he came to play.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I wasn't. He came to play.
I wanted to see if he was
Pretty interesting.
I've been peeping his Twitter. I wanted to see if he was gonna bring that same energy because he be talking heavy on Twitter.
Yeah,
Nigga brought
facts.
that cash.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because Bobby been saying like he want to come up here and talk that shit, and I'm like, okay, he hit us. He hit the page. Blanco was like, all right, we gonna send it up. Send it up.
Now we here. Thank you, man.
He talking
Appreciate
that
you.
cash. I love that shit. Go teach money.
Teach life.
Yeah.
Teach life. That's tough. Say no though, but for real though, bro. Like, what made you start it though? Like, what made you?
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just gonna pick on a few. One, I think we have lost the art of putting people first as opposed to profit. So the one thing that resonates with our brand, that people gravitate towards us, is because we're putting people first in progress, and it's never been about the money for us. All right. Secondly, our goal is to share everything we actually have and know with everybody, because I can't take it with me. We can't take it with us.
Yeah.
The Egyptians tried it, and what happened? They in the museums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can't take it with us. So our job is to contribute, to everybody. And next is education. I wish I had somebody teaching me this
Yo.
on how to make better financial decisions and opportunity costs. Because I went and bought a Benz after college, and I had no business buying the Benz because I wasn't
I
making
remember
that
seeing
much
you
money.
in it.
Yeah, I speak on it a lot on all my platforms
Yeah,
because
definitely.
you know, a lot of times people make it look all pretty, man, and it's not that way. Life is up and down, so we keep it all the way transparent.
I feel like that's a big thing. Like
Yeah,
institutions, they don't teach us about financial literacy or just money management. They just, after you, for example, core cross-cultural perspectives. Like, what we need all that for? We don't need none of that. Like,
I feel like that's even in high school.
Yeah, high school don't teach you nothing. Yeah,
That's
like
true.
like I remember like when I got to before I went to FDU, I went to community college. I went to ECC, and like maybe it might be like my family's fault but like nobody. I had a bank account under my mother, but like when I got there, that's when I really learned about a bank account and having credit and all this other shit. You feel me? It wasn't like that's not something that's like brought up in a lot of black households. You feel me?
definitely. Like the first time I brought up credit to my mom, she was just like, "Oh, you don't need that right now." I'm like, "What you talking? I graduate college next year. What you talking?
Yeah. And that was the same thing that happened with my mother. My mother was like, "Okay, yeah, stay away from that." And then it's just like how a lot of people growing up, a lot of kids in general, they'll have like their parents will put certain things in their name, so then by the time they're 18, their credit is fucked.
Yep.
And you feel me? Like that shit happened to me.
Yep.
That shit happened to me. That shit happened to me. I had to hop about that hole, but I did what I had to do. You feel me?
Also, I don't think like most of our problems is not really a financial issue. We know how to go get it. We just don't know how to keep it or multiply it. Okay,
That's a fact. That's
and
definitely
it's a
true.
two-way street. Yeah, the schools should be teaching us. Is that what's ethical and proper? Of course, but we can't put the responsibility solely on them just because we don't come from that background. For example, we provide content at no cost to a lot of people's pocket right now, right? And a lot of people still won't take the 5 to 10 minutes to watch what they'll be begging the schools to teach them to prepare them for life. So no amount of money is gonna solve that part of that process.
If you're not willing to put the energy into actually learning, you cannot sit there and try to blame somebody for your. Yeah, I definitely get that.
So I mean, we here. Look, like I said, I never started this business focused on money. It's about teaching life. And it's a much bigger picture. It's bigger than me.
So in general, just explain what exactly is the business. Like you said, you're teaching the lifestyle, but like, exactly are you teaching? Are you teaching them how to? Are you more so like a financial advisor? Are you like helping them invest? What exactly are you doing?
Right. So we're providing financial services and personal development. Okay. So it's a blend of the both because you can't separate the two. Because the results that you're gonna get is directly related to who you become. Same thing with LeBron and them, right? LeBron and Kobe and MJ, we respect them on a certain level because of what they've put into the game, and that's why they achieve above average results. Okay, so in order to really win with money, you gotta first learn the fundamentals, learn the rules of the game. Walk before you run. And most people have not gotten that type of experience or don't have the proper tools and resources from people that they can relate to, and that's something that we bring to the table. So, yeah.
All right, so I know we up here we be joking about the whole Forex thing. This is no disrespect to none of the disrespect to none of the Forex watchers. Shouts out to y'all in y'all business. But y'all do need to know the difference to the people that wonder what is Forex, and just explain to them what's the difference between being a Forex investor or investing in the stock market.
There's a major difference. Forex investing is basically trading currencies or forms of currencies, right? Stock market is more about ownership of businesses. So most people think stocks. The stock price don't tell you nothing about a business at all, zero. Okay. Before I continue, let me just make a disclaimer. There is nothing wrong with trading stocks or Forex in general by itself. Okay.
I agree.
Definitely
Technically, look, the more money everybody make, the more money we make.
Yeah.
The reason why is because technically traders kind of work for us. They don't know that yet. Your money always go back to businesses. It doesn't matter how you get it, whether it's 9 to 5, whether it's trading stocks or Forex. You depend on businesses to live. You can have money or not have money. You're spending money regardless because life is expensive.
Definitely
You know what I mean? So we're playing chess at the highest level.
Boy, dropping gems, man. Let me get some motherfucking coins, bro.
We playing chess at the highest level.
Regardless.
So,
Don't ask for no more coins though.
yes. Now, so my definition of what an investor is wisely deploying your money to work for you without you working for that money. Now, the difference is, as a trader, do you make money if you don't trade?
No.
do you make money if your laptop or your phone breaks or your Wi-Fi connection is out?
Sure.
Because they can't play with the pips.
On the street.
No disrespect.
What you know about pips?
Yeah.
No disrespect. No
You be in
disrespect.
them Airbnbs.
Yeah. Generally speaking, too, do you sleep and make money as a trader? In some ways, yeah, but generally, do you sleep and make money as a trader?
I'll say no.
So therefore, even if you just, like as you alluded to, pips, you set in your put options, swing trading, you have to do something in order for that money to
come back.
actually come back around. Okay, that's why I say when investing is art, not numbers. We sleep and we make money. We don't invest in money. We invest in people and businesses. So that's what I enjoy doing the most, and helping people understand the differences and really putting that in simple terms for everybody to kind of be part of the game.
I feel like that's what it is. Like a lot of people, they feel like, for instance, like investing is too complicated. That's why they don't get themselves involved in it. But when you actually sit down and look at it, it's very simple.
Very.
Just like how you said, it's basically you're investing in a business and you're hoping that this business would provide you a profit.
Right, or proper returns over time.
You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, also it has to be earned. I mean, you have a lot of people, willing to teach something that don't necessarily know the foundation or the rules to that game. Even me coming on here, it has to be earned. Imagine if I just showed up randomly and reached out to the team like, hey, look, I think I can provide some value to the public and the people. You're gonna look at me crazy. You know what I mean?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Something along those lines, maybe.
Yeah, we've gave a couple people some feedback like that, like
Once or twice.
definitely left the
Like, what was
message
the,
on
like,
your
what was the
head on
purpose of
two.
you coming up here, my nigga?
Why you DM'd us?
On camera.
Yeah, man. So there's definitely levels to the game, and one of my goals is to strive and show people that, hey, look, you wanna walk before you run, because it's just different when you do it that way. You could tell if I come on here and I'm BSing, you can feel it in the energy. You know what I mean? So, and you better have the facts and earn it before you actually speak on something. Imagine if I'm 600 pounds overweight and I'm here telling you, hey, you should exercise, you should lose weight. Come on. You know what I mean? Practice what you preach. So you let your actions do the talking, and then you can follow that.
All right, so say like I knew nothing, right? How can I tell the difference between someone that's like super knowledgeable and someone that's like just faking it?
Oh, okay. I like that. So it's actually not really that hard. It's really not. Yeah, I know that.
You can tell he got a little stuff. He was like, I had my shit lined up. That's pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting that one.
Not at all. First of all, look, we all know this. Life teaches us that, right? The loudest one is probably generally not really the one that's winning. Okay, when you have it, you don't have to tell everybody, hey, I got it. When you have it, you move with a certain, humility, certain gratitude, and you move like it's art. You respect people differently. Okay, the ones that are talking, there's a lot of people that are talking, but they have been in the investment world mainly 2020, right? Desperate times, desperate measures. People change one of two ways, by inspiration or by desperation. And right now, with COVID, a lot of the problems we're facing, it's a lot of desperation here.
This nigga Buffy going for 40 right now, bro.
It's a lot of desperation.
He's borrowing his.
He's going crazy. We are only 10 minutes into the episode, and this brother is dropping gem upon gem upon gem.
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
just so much, man.
Desperation or inspiration?
Yeah, and it's not look, the real ones is not a script. That's fact. The real ones is not a script. This is not something I just read in a book or somebody told me to come tell y'all. This is my life. Like this tycoon lifestyle is my life. You know what I mean? So you can tell, you can feel the energy in that. And you can't be a financial advisor, like I said, or a mentor if you really don't have what you say, what you're teaching. You gotta. I didn't start teaching this or showing people how to really get it.
So what just made you just randomly start?
Man,
I feel like it had to be something
it
that
was already there.
Yeah, I
it
was
was
about
there
to say,
for
yeah.
years, for a long time. I just needed to have the proper time and the structure to kind of really put it together and mold it in a certain way.
Because I remember like one day, like you was at work and then all of a sudden, boom, it's just like, it was just like a complete flip.
Yeah.
It was a complete
180.
flip. Like, and I'm like, yo, like this is fire. Like,
You know what really-
I think, all right, I'm going to say
made
from my
sense,
perspective, you know how like, okay, you was reading.
Yeah.
And I remember that summer, like you was going through a lot of books.
Yep.
I remember you was going through a lot of books and then like you had like all the books that you lined up for the summer.
Yep.
And then after that, it was just boom.
Boom,
Everything was tycoon at
It
that
compound.
point. Everything. This
It
nigga's
compound.
drinking.
Everything compound.
He's eating tycoon food. Tycoon shower.
Yeah.
Everything was tycoon. And I'm
Ladies
like,
and gentlemen,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it compound. I'm gonna tell you how it really started, man. After I graduated school, I realized I was not prepared for life. You know, as successful as I was, or as people would see me in that type of light, I realized, man, this is not it. Like, I got to figure this out. So I started doing a lot of homework and research on people in certain fields and how they get there. And one thing I kept coming back down to is that successful people read, and they already make it. They already made it. Why are they still reading?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, if the average person reads 1 book a year, and I can manage to read 12 books, 1 book a month, and I learn one thing from each single book, generally, I would say I have 12 more skills or 12 things to bring to the table than the other person. Now, everything compounds. You know what I mean? What you eat compound, what you consume compounds. And by compounding, I mean it starts to multiply like crazy.
Starts to build.
So as I started doing it, one thing led to the other, and it literally changed the fabric of your thinking. And that's what really kind of ushered in. And then 2020 was a blessing in disguise because we were put on furlough for like 5 months. So I'm like, all right, well, a lot of us complain we don't have time, we don't got the energy, we don't have the resources.
You do now.
I have all the time. You know, the checks are coming in. So I'm just gonna invest in my people, invest in the business, and mold everything, and that's what I did. So I'm a workapreneur, guys.
Entrepreneur.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So I'm gonna just use what he said, you know, like graduating and just feeling like you're not prepared for life. I'm gonna just use that in the general aspect, just for all of us, because I know me and Jordan was talking. Me, Jordan, Hawk, and our boy Jason was talking about this shit yesterday. I feel as though like sometimes we get comfortable. We get comfortable in how we're living, and we stay in that place, right? So then my thing was that I realized that I'm not growing. And it was like, okay, yeah, in order for me to grow, you have to make yourself uncomfortable. And I don't know, like, I know sometimes I say it a lot on the podcast, but I say I'm always cozy, I'm not comfortable. And then when I say that is because if you're in an uncomfortable position, you can make yourself cozy enough that you feel okay. But if you're too comfortable, you're relaxed. Now it's like
You're just gonna sit there.
you're just gonna
You're
sit
not
there. But
growing.
if you're cozy, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm trying my hardest to maintain this so I don't get hurt or I'm not uncomfortable. So what you saying, like you graduated from college and you felt as though like I'm not ready for life. It's good that it hit you at that point, because for me per se, it hit me a little while after. You feel me? Like I was more so like I was cozy, but I will say, even though that could be my slogan, I was comfortable. I'm like, okay, yeah, I was comfortable with this. I'm making my money, da 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 da. But then when I'm thinking of like long term, it's like I'm thinking of like, okay, yeah, I want to do this,
Right.
but I wasn't working toward making it happen. So then once it actually, I sat down and now like real life hit me. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm sitting here wasting my time per se. Like, yeah, I got the ideas, but how am I working towards it type shit.
Yeah.
So for y'all, have y'all ever been in that position where it's like, okay, yeah, I see where I gotta grow or what I need to fix, and like
every day.
All the
Yeah.
time.
and like how, but like
All the time.
you know, like you can see it, but
Every
like
day.
how you starting to work towards it.
I mean, for me, no, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
For
Go ahead.
me, I think during
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I think it was my senior year of college, I realized that I wasn't prepared. And when I realized that, I knew that mainly, I'm not going to say mainly it was because of the institution I went to, because I honestly, they did not care. They didn't care about us. They were very focused on the books, and if it wasn't the books, that's it. But I feel as though once you realize that you're not prepared, you have to go out there and make yourself prepared. Yeah, and I also think it has a lot to do with like your mental and how you feel about yourself. Like if you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're not comfortable within yourself, you're never going to be prepared to go out there and do anything at all. If you can't wake up and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go out and get it. If you can't do that, you're always gonna be in the same spot. You're always gonna be comfortable with where you at. you're
You
never
gonna always
gonna be
you
able to,
gonna, you gonna always revert.
you're never gonna be able to succeed or exceed any expectation that you have for yourself or grow.
What about you, Blanco?
For the most part, I had times where I was like a risk taker, but not super risk taker. So I'll go out there and get to a point where like, all right, I'm all right right now, and then I'll chill, and then more shit will pile on, and I realize I'm not where I need to be. But now it's too late because now I'm in a position where like I gotta make some shit happen. So now I'm moving, desperation type shit. You feel me?
You moving out desperation, not inspiration.
It's more so like I realized I had to keep developing myself, so I'm constantly ready for whatever comes.
That's lit, man. I like that. Like you really have to unlearn to relearn and reconstruct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the beautiful thing is, man, we're young. We're so blessed. I think our generation, our group, bro, it's not too late ever. Trust me. I think our group have a chance to do something so special that no generation have had. For example, we have, man, these phones we have, man, that's Pandora's box, man. You know what I mean? That's one. And then two, generally speaking, a lot of us don't have crazy family responsibilities. So if we can't, and this literally the first time, this is like the most money we can really say we're making in our lifetime. If we can't figure it out with the least family responsibilities, what makes us think we're just gonna figure it out when we become fathers?
Boy.
You know what I mean? You don't become a good father just because you have a kid. You don't become a good husband just because you have a wife. Like, it's a process. So you got to lean into that.
Yeah.
And like you spoke on making the changes and sacrifices.
Because it's more so like how you are as a person. Like you said, I know some people, they didn't have anything, but you know they're a good father. But that's because, say for instance, that father wasn't around, or you know, like whatever the case may be. But like you said, you got to lean into it. You got to want it. You gotta want to be a good father. You have to
Intentionally
want
make it your
for
business.
me, like you have to make this your priority. Like, okay, yeah. But I'll say this though: some people probably attempt to try to be a good father, a good husband, whatever the case may be, a good friend, but their intentions aren't pure. They don't know how to. As much as they try, they don't know how to.
Yeah, that's why it's important to get in touch with people and groups that embody the lifestyle that you really want, because you know, they can put you on game and they can show you, hey, I did this, don't do that, because this is what happens if you do this. This is where you end up at. You know what I mean? And it's hard to kind of find those people sometimes.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep people around you who you envision yourself in, like where you want to be or where you at right now, but definitely not people who are beyond you. Like they gonna be talking about different things that's not really what you want to be or what you want, like what you are right now. So definitely got to keep good people around you.
Definitely just in general, and you know, how you can grow, because you know some people could actually be, say some people are like they're good for you in the sense that like they're a good friend or whatever the case may be, but they're not growing. So they could be a good friend for you, but they're not inspiring you. So
We said this on an earlier episode that got redacted, like, but not everybody.
redacted now. Niggas,
words,
niggas is backing out words now.
Not everybody can go. You feel me? Sometimes
Yeah, facts.
Like
some
them
people
said,
gotta stay right where they at.
I know that for, oh my gosh. I tried bringing so many people with me, and I almost lost myself in that process.
Bro, I left a lot of people at MetLife. I tell you right now, a lot of people got left at
Women
MetLife.
too. Women included.
Right on that stage.
I think as humans, bro, we
It's like, no.
like when we find something out or we find a good bit of information, we want to share it, right? We want to share it with the people we care about. Like, hey, look, I got this, I got you. This is a shortcut, and everybody grows and mature at a different rate, so you can't fault them for it. You know what I mean? When you're young, you can't see that far. We're wiser now because we're older. Life taught us that. That's why we teach life and now money. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta you do what you do, let God sort out the rest, and you know, you make sure that you're always accessible and available when people need your help, and never knock somebody for their decision making, because we're not perfect. You know, we all come from somewhere.
What you gotta say to people that feel like this is too much of a risk, or like feel iffy on taking risks in general?
Or if it's not for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I gotta say to everybody is we're all investors by default. We just don't see it as such. You know,
Agreed.
If you look at what you spent your time, energy, money on, consuming for the last 10 years,
Food.
where you're at today, those are your investment. So if you're not happy with where you're at today, well, you got to reevaluate some lifestyle decision making there. You know what I mean? So we're all, the worst thing you can do is actually to not invest. You know, all the people we look up to, how did they all become successful? By investing in their craft, by having their money work for them. That's the type of thing. You know what I mean?
True.
If you,
Definitely true.
nobody that's have zero investments is really doing well, especially this year. You know?
I'm not doing well, guys. I can attest to that.
It could always get better though, so that's good.
Hey man, I'll say a lot of people hate 2020. I mean, I hate 2020 for my own reasons. But I'll say you never know the type of person you are until you get that pressure.
That's true.
You feel me? Until you've been under that fire.
I know that's true for me.
You feel me? You will know how you react to certain things until you've been put in a position where you have to grow. And now, like you said, it's not out of desperation at times. Say you could be forced in a position, it's like, I know what I've been through. So now it could be, it could come off like desperation at first.
Right.
But now you're inspired to
make changes,
to make change. Like, now I want to fix this. Now I want to fix certain like, honestly speaking, this year I learned a lot about myself. A lot. I say it over and over again. Like, I'm thankful for whoever was in my life and just showed me more. Like, but I feel like this year I learned so much about myself, and I cannot wait for next year, just because, like, before I was comfortable, and it's like now I'm uncomfortable with a lot of things, and I see certain things in myself that I could have been changed, but now it's like,
now you're working on them. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's never too late.
Never too late, brother.
the jersey's in the rafter.
And discipline, discipline is huge.
Yeah.
Discipline is big, because we look at discipline and this nigga,
Go ahead, Pop.
Sips tea.
Yeah, I was about to say, how that drink taste?
And discipline is big, man. You know what I mean? Because most people don't understand it. We look at discipline like it's a chore. It's really not. It's fundamental, is common denominator for all types of success on all levels. All right? Like, how do you know your mom loves you? Like, how do you know your mom loves you?
She say it sometimes, maybe. Once in a while.
You know what I'm saying? You know your mom loves you because she put your priority above her own well-being. Every single day since you was born, she fed you, cleaned you when you was sad, when you got beat up at school because maybe you said something wrong to the wrong person. She was there the whole time. Her actions is what shows you that, and that's discipline. So discipline is order. Order is love. You know what I mean? So how you live your life and what you do every single day lets me know what you prioritize and what your values are. You know what I mean? Like,
Blanco. Yo, me and Blanco did the same face. Blanco did this, and I'm like, damn, that's tough.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So like,
Yes, sir. This nigga
Spitting.
oh, I'm ready, man.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
I'm ready, man. You can,
This nigga say.
man, listen. You know what I mean? So like,
order is love.
What you do every day is based on your actions every day, shows what your priorities and values really are. You know what I mean? Like you said, what do you tell people that feel like it's risky? Well, guess what? Like I said, we all investors by nature. How much money you think you've made Apple in your lifetime so far?
Mad, bro.
shit.
Right? Most people can
Probably
say
had all phones. I probably made
Mad, bro.
maybe had to match, had a
Old phones, now you leasing the phone. Like, mad, bro.
Yeah. And that's just your one person.
Damn,
And
I
now
got a laptop. I got
Now they taking away the war piece from the phones? Come on, bro. They are getting us. Apple is getting us,
You know what I
bro.
mean? And that is just
about 4
Apple. That's
AirPods.
just one example. That's just one little example. Now, how much money have Apple made you?
I mean, I was about to be like,
Zero.
I was swiping shit. It's like that. I be
Zero.
swiping shit. I do Forex and shit. So my pips be hitting.
You learn pimps like nothing else.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
You know what I mean? So now the beautiful thing is,
Niggas gonna hate me. Fuck it, I don't care.
you know what I mean? You could be you could consume the products and still be part of the owner. That's what you do when you buy stocks. You part ownership of the business. So when you buy the phone, you put money back in your pocket. You can do both. You know what I mean? So you just giving them and building wealth for everybody else, especially if let's say they're not investing back into you and your community, then you're hustling backwards. You know what I mean? You can have your cake and eat it too. You could buy the products and own some shares.
I think that's the only place. That's the only time where you can have your cake and eat it too. In life.
But there's a lot. There's like a lot of.
I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna comment on that because he wallet.
There's a lot of like new companies, like modern companies that's actually you're actually able to work like a part of the company, and then after time you become part owner.
Like timeshares and all that.
There's a lot
Stock
of
options
there's a
and shit
lot
like
of
that,
companies that do that right now, especially
that's
new
definitely
companies.
Yep. Ownership is the name of the game, man. We've been consuming for life,
Like, for
forever.
life.
We
For
never
life.
own anything. We're
We've
never
been a
part of the
table,
game,
bro. We've
Yeah,
never
we're
been a
not
table.
part of the game.
And now we're able to do that because we're able to start our own shit
Exactly.
and bring our people along.
Talk that
That's
shit,
very
fellas. Man. I'm
facts.
fucking loving it, man.
It's very much facts.
This shit sound like a Dame Dash interview.
I got a question though.
Yep.
In regards to stocks, what do you think is really moving right now? Like, I had a conversation with somebody, and they said pretty much stocks is really just right now is about the news because of the politics that's going on, the COVID that's going on. It's really just all about the news. You know how certain stocks react to certain type of news. So what would you say is like? I'm not gonna say give you a hint until like what you do and stuff like that, but like what do you think? What area do you think people should really focus on right now in regards of the news and stuff like that?
Give us an indicator or 2 or 5.
This nigga's trying to go. Guys, this guy KP is trying to get some free picks.
And now
KP trying to hold y'all out. He's like, yeah, let me get some free picks right here.
And Ayo's not busting right
So
now.
that's actually the number one.
And Ayo's
Let
not
us
busting.
Stray, run amok, and flat out deceit.
Yeah,
We on to
crazy.
you, KP.
That's the number one question I get. What stock should I buy? What should I look for? What should I look out for?
Not
right?
the exact stocks.
No,
but
I
like
know
just
what
the
you mean.
area, like,
Yeah.
just the area. I don't want the
yeah.
exact stocks, just the area.
Cryptocurrency.
Now the craziest thing is that's the reason why I refuse to teach money, because I could teach money, monetize it, make a lot of money off people that don't know much, and it's like a form of manipulation, and I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? Character integrity is everything. That's why the brand is the way it is. Bars.
Bars.
Yeah.
Shit.
This nigga dropping.
Shit.
Yeah, he dropping like a quick 17
Let
up
me
here.
fucking go.
You know what I mean?
Spit fire in the booth.
but with
he
that
really
being
on some
said,
Wayne
man-
with the flag over the mic type shit.
You know, but with that being said, nobody can predict the future. Anybody that tried it didn't learn nothing from life and yesterday, because nobody saw 2020 coming the way it did.
So all you card
You know what I mean?
readers,
So
Hey, yo, relax.
Whoa. We not going there.
But anywho,
I don't want to fuck with no gypsy. We not going there, buddy. Sorry.
it's like nah. It's like
the
nah,
most
dude.
important
Shouts
thing
out to the card readers.
to realize though is that the best time to invest is always now, and you can't predict tomorrow. So what the stocks do, my portfolio is crazy, and I share that with everybody, and that's my educational, portfolio. So what stocks do day to day, month to month, year to year don't matter. I don't care about it. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna buy a house and stand outside the house, look at the house, be like, oh, did you go up in value or not? I might sell you today. Makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Makes no sense. And the longer you invest for, the more money you make. So there's a lot of areas that are very attractive, especially to millennials. We're looking in the electric vehicle space.
Yeah, definitely.
So
That's a big thing.
that's heavy. That's big
That's a
hitters
big
right
thing.
there.
That's a big thing.
The financial institutions are always gonna do well, because essentially if they fall apart like all the way, they're always gonna get taken care of by the government, because we all depend on them. That's why I teach life. So I teach people like, hey, look, the first thing you buy is invest in yourself, get the proper tools and skills, and then you look at the things that everybody depend on. Don't matter rich, poor, broke, black, white,
Toilet paper.
Gay, straight, doesn't matter. Everybody depend on certain
Toothpaste.
things, whether you have the money or not. We start off with that. So you play defense first, then you play offense.
That's
You know what I mean?
Defense wins the games.
Defense first and offense.
Defense wins the
So I
fucking
got a question,
games.
right? Like,
Yep.
let's say there's somebody that wants to get into trading, but literally they don't want to start there yet, right? Like, let's
Okay.
say in the big open markets. Is there like some kind of like simulation they can do? Maybe like a practice arena,
Absolutely.
something like that?
Absolutely. That's what I did for about a year before I even put my real money in the market.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I come from a difficult background, man. We never had much. So how can I just trust my money just out there working, right?
Right.
So to speak. So, Investopedia has a beautiful simulator, and it is live. Like, they give you like a fake $1 million,
Oh, shit.
right? And you can actually like practice, whether you're just investing and just seeing how that world goes. And you can learn a lot of things from Investopedia. They have a lot of information. Okay. Yeah, so that's one area that everybody could use. It's just free too. It's online. You just Google it.
Because I remember in high school, I had he's still my brother, but my older brother, like, he used to play around with like penny stocks and shit. But I didn't really know what was going on. I was like 15, so I didn't
Yeah.
really care.
Yeah.
But now, like, it's still coming like full circle. So it's like it's crazy. I could have been on that.
Yeah. Nah, there's a lot of ways to go about it, man. Like, most people trade time for money, and you have to trade time for money, especially when you start out. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta work.
I mean, in general, we trade money.
Right.
We
So
trade time for money in general.
Exactly. What I teach people is to not trade more time for money, because the money itself is not what you're after. You know, it's the freedom to do things you want to do, take care of the people, and share it the way you want to live life. Yeah. You know, so I don't teach people to trade more money or more time for money, because you're not going to take it with you again. You know, so I teach people to really understand that, hey, look, you can actually have the money work for you 24/7, and you can sleep and make money, or you can work while other people do other stuff, and the money can still work. Because if you're the only way you're making money is you have to work. 50 Cent spoke on that. You know what I mean? You're not really making money until your money don't require your presence, attention, and time.
I remember that. Yep.
So I got a question for you. So like, say like the importance of like ownership or having a business, and say you thought of an idea and you went through it with your business, right?
Right.
And you're gonna have consumers. So say your customers is not abiding by your vision of your business. How do you feel about that?
I control what I can control. What I can't control, I don't worry about. Because when I first started this business out, I mean, some of my customers now or clients now, it took them a while to really come around. You know what I mean? Or you might teach somebody something and they think they know it all now. And now they trying to just not one up, oh, no pun intended, but not one up you per se, but they're trying to monetize the little bit that they've gained, and they think they know more than life itself, and that is where the problem, where it can become a problem. But that's not my battle to fight. Everybody's copying somebody. You know, you don't got to reinvent the wheel. You know, Amazon came out with Amazon Prime 2-day shipping. Walmart's like, we coming out too.
They call it modeling success.
Yeah, so you can't be upset about that. You just do
Porn
what you can.
And OnlyFans.
Keep the value. What? Get him out of here, man.
Cut his mic, please.
I beg your pardon.
You know what I mean?
Where did we find you?
Yeah, you just keep your vision strong and you keep going at it. Man, yo, anybody out there that's doing something that's different that most people may not know or believe in you just yet or see the value, don't stop.
bro.
Because
don't stop.
the worst thing you can do is just stop. But by default, most people are normal by default. So don't start there. You know what I mean? Like, go for it. If it doesn't go well or whatever, you end up normal.
Because I know we definitely had this conversation in the chat this week, in our group chat, about the thin line between success and failure is giving up. You can be right there at the. I know. Like we
At
all
the break.
At the break. I know we all on
Sex.
on Instagram, and we'll see. Like the post where the guy's like digging for the diamond, and someone gets the diamond, but he goes to the other side with that diamond, but on his side it's the biggest diamond. You feel me? And that's just like that in general. Like, keep going at all means, even though, like Nipsey said, I went through every emotion. Everybody uses it. Like everybody uses that quote is because yes, once you believe into something. When you believe in something, you feel me? You really go through every.
Evil.
One up is an asshole.
That was
You really
refreshing.
go through every emotion. Every emotion. Yes, you're gonna cry. You're gonna have days where nobody's gonna buy your product. You're gonna have days where everybody buys your product.
For example, look at the person who owns the Ring camera. He went on Shark Tank and he got denied by everybody.
Yeah, he got clipped.
Now every house has a Ring camera, bro. Every house, almost every house has a Ring camera. That's ridiculous.
You feel me? You gotta keep going.
Yeah, your vision is yours. Like, the people, you can't show people, like, just take it out your head and show them, like, hey, look, this is what I'm really working on. So it's gonna take time for people to come around. So if you believe in it and you're doing it from the right place with the right reasons, bro, entrepreneurship is all about problem solving. That's it. The second you start just thinking money, you lose the art. You know what I mean?
What problems
the people
need to
that
be
make
solved?
the people that make the most money or do well are the ones that are solving the most problems. It's that simple. So you focus on solving problems and helping people get what they need and what they want out of life. by default, you're gonna be the most successful and the most rewarded.
So I asked that question because I don't know. I mean, like, I know we all be on Twitter and shit like that, but I asked that question just for the fact that how y'all felt about the owner of the restaurant being so upset.
Yeah, I seen that.
KP, you want to take it? Because I feel like you and I have the same opinion here.
Okay, for my opinion, there's always a time and place to do things, right? You know what type of establishment you're going into, and you know what type of establishment you're not going into. However, when you are a owner of an establishment and you present a certain vibe, that vibe is going to get carried out to the fullest extent. And I feel like the customers in that situation, the customers and the owner was definitely wrong the way he disrespected the woman crazy. Talking about twerking is just it's like belittling yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
he lost me with that,
bro. I'm surprised a black woman didn't get with smacking. Like, are you crazy? Like,
but he was saying like he talked to them before and all of that. And I'm like,
nice.
Either way, still don't tell your customer I don't care about none of your money, because like you said, entrepreneurship is solving a problem. Yeah. And you felt the need to solve the problem of providing your people with a restaurant where they can feel comfortable. Like he said, I want to provide my people with a place where good food, good vibes.
Unlimited
This is what you did.
Yeah, unlimited mimosas. All
you
that.
provided them with good vibes.
The only issue,
and a DJ.
Yeah, I'm about to say
that was playing twerking music.
That's all I have to say.
What you want, the vibes of Ruth Chris? Don't hire a DJ, bro.
I'm gonna say this. She was the only one up on that.
Right.
But no, because it was a video came out where someone was actually standing on the table over the food.
Exactly.
In the same restaurant.
It was like
over the food?
tables.
Yes,
I'm gonna say majority.
Are you crazy,
standing on the table. It was men.
I'm gonna say
standing on the table.
Men standing on the table.
I'm gonna say
over the eggs. Dick all over the eggs, bro.
It was some rap song. I can't remember the
I'm
song.
gonna say majority of the restaurant wasn't doing that, but he still tweaked. He violated.
Bro.
And he lost his cool.
Yeah.
You can't lose
They
your cool.
all should have walked out of that man restaurant talking about this money.
There's
You
a
know what's
way.
crazy?
Free meal.
He's still doing business.
Free meal.
Lifestyle.
Fuck all this shit, nigga.
I
pay for none of this.
I think there's a way, man.
Go ahead.
I think there's a way that he could have gotten his point across and how he communicate the message to the people.
He literally could have stopped after like the first sentence.
He be like,
It would
okay.
have been fine.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I can't do anything with my black people. I'm like, he trying to go 30 for no reason.
We don't need people like
Then
that.
he tried to go on TMZ and try to clear it up. No, buddy, you are canceled. It's over.
Like, people still gonna go. And, you know,
people still
I'm
gonna go,
all
of course.
I'm all for the brunch vibes. You know, when I think of brunch,
Woodland.
Honestly,
when I think of brunch,
the brunches I've
I missed
DJed,
that.
women be twerking still. Like
yeah,
that,
I
so
feel like when I say
don't
when I hear brunch, all I hear is mimosas, music, and being drunk in the day.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I don't hear the food, because
Food
half the
aight.
time the food be
trash.
trash. So I've been brunches,
be the
food
same
dumb,
turkey bacon and biscuits.
pancakes.
Waffles was made yesterday. Like,
Yeah, like
come
all
on,
types
son.
of shit, bro.
Where you be going?
Word.
All I think about is
My boy,
hookah.
Ego.
Chicken mad rubbery.
The crusties.
You feel me? But you know, yeah, definitely. Like, but you know, it's nasty, and I hate the fact that, you know, sometimes some people feel as though, say their business, their baby, they feel as though like people needs to use their business or come to their business as how they want them to solve the problem.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
And it's not always like that. For instance, say some people, okay, when Nike came out, right? They thought of, like, you know, athletic clothing or whatever the case may be. What if, say, I'm the owner of Nike and I see One Up. One Up has a Nike hoodie on. You're not doing anything athletic. You're using my brand,
product,
my product in the way that I didn't seem fit.
But at the same time, it's like once you get your product to the customers, it's over.
That's it.
Done.
It's
It's
over.
not
They
yours.
gonna do whatever they want with it. It's over, bro.
They can step on it.
Exactly.
Burn it right in
It's
front of
over,
you.
bro. Like,
Yeah, man. It comes with the territory. It comes with being in that failed that market, man. Oh, back to my bad, little off topic, but no, it's still on topic. But what One Up was saying earlier, in terms of like, you know, where a beginner investor or somebody can go and get more education on that, I realized, well, first of all, one, you could come to Black Tycoon Talk LLC. That's one easily.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
Then, yeah, and then two.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
And then two, I, you know, growing up and going through life, I learned that there's no such thing as I can't afford it, and I'm gonna tell you why. PS5 sold out in 5 seconds.
5 seconds, bro.
Hennies, 1942s, and Azules go just like that. You know what I mean?
I got PS5 for sale.
Black Friday. The average American spends.
Okay. All right, buddy.
The average American spends $300 on Black Friday and $1,000 on the holiday season in general.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just comes with a certain perception mentality of like, okay, we view spending as investing and investing as spending. Like, you know what I mean?
I know what
So
you mean.
right. So I've spent thousands of dollars on books alone. And you guys, like, you know, like James said, for the last 5 years and change, I've been reading books like I breathe air. I've spent, and the thousands I spend on the books has helped me become the asset that I am. Not just for myself. I could have just been like, you know what, I'm good, I got it. Y'all can figure it out. You know, but
There's
I've
a
become
lot
an
of people like that.
asset for myself and for everybody
There's a
else that
lot
I
of
come in
people like
touch
that,
with. So
bro.
I've been providing value like crazy without monetizing it yet. And you know, the website is on the way, so the services is here as well. So yeah, we're looking to really get in touch with more people and help others solve their problems.
So you gotta continue to pour into yourself, so you're able to pour into others.
Exactly.
Definitely bad.
Damn, brunch would be nice today though. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, shouts out to Seco Sundays. I think that might be a new Seco Sundays may be a new segment loading. But you know we gonna keep that.
Only if everyone got some.
Come to a GoodFellas brunch, you can twerk.
I will be playing the Meg. all
Yada,
the
yada,
shaking,
yada,
twerking
yada,
music.
yada, yada, yada.
Probably not that one.
But
Please though.
I just want to say something in general. Keep it tycoon.
What's up?
Keep it motherfucking player. In general, keep it tycoon and keep it player.
Shout out to Sip Sav.
Shout out to Sim Sad, but I'm gonna say that just to say, yo, why is Scottie Pippen wife out here bugging?
Yeah, Larsa.
What you do now?
You gotta.
I'm not up on that. What you do now?
She out here with basketball players. That's not her husband.
Oh, that's regular. So,
But still, it didn't
But,
went
like,
back home
not
to
caring.
kiss this man.
word.
I'm like, how forgiving is this nigga?
Wait, what?
You ain't see the picture when she went back home to Scotty?
Yeah, I see that movie.
Outside
So
the outside the
basically-
front gate.
So what
So-
happened?
so-
Yeah, what
so-
happened?
okay.
'Cause I just be in the lab.
So basically, say Buffy, you know, you say got a queen, whatever the case may be, you your queen beefing. She goes out, and you see on the blogs that she's with another man.
Oh.
From the internet, you find out.
She got the money, and he don't.
Yeah.
And things is happening. Like, I mean, well, first of all, I know what I'm willing to deal with, and whoever is interacting with me on that level, or like on a serious personal relationship level, you know what I bring, or what I come with. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I can tolerate, what can I accept, what I can live with, and what I cannot. You do something like that, clip. I ain't got time to waste.
No time.
Clip,
No,
yeah,
my
just like
brother.
that. Clip. I ain't got time to waste.
No time.
There's bigger pictures at
He
play.
had his articles. He
No.
felt that. He was like,
No time.
Yes,
no
sir.
time.
This nigga
No time. Yeah. Because like the way my life is set up and what I think my purpose is here is about contributing to life, man, in itself. So everything I'm making or decisions I'm making is at least 10 years, 15, 20. I'm making decisions for 3 generations. I live backwards. I don't live forward. You get me? So me and myself don't really matter. I don't even make my own decisions no more. My purpose and values make my choices. And that's why what I do is so
like
different, and people can't do it the same way I do it because that's me. You know what I'm So I'm looking at bigger picture, making decisions for bigger picture, and if you think what we have, you want to put that at risk for something like that, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You can have that. I can't control you. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not my bad.
But you know, like,
Peace and tranquility.
I'd be hurt. I
peace.
ain't gonna lie. I'd be hurt.
hell yeah, hell
course.
yeah,
Of
hell yeah.
course.
I'm definitely sick. I have it. I'm like, damn,
You really gonna do that to me?
me? You know who the fuck I am? Well, you know, gotta choose peace, and like you said,
Bad.
And ladies, man, more power to you, because you guys have a lot of layers and depth that we don't have.
Yeah,
because a
'cause-
woman could deal with a lot of
lot
crap.
of shit, bro.
I know I get my
I
heart.
can't. My heart would be over, bro.
I don't wanna know. If you
Nah,
play
it's too much. I can't.
Keep
I
it
can't.
I'm walking
on the
around with the
low.
feminist Jordan crying face.
Yeah, man.
Bruh, nah. Being hurt
Gave
is
that nigga the heli? What?
Yo.
What?
Like, man.
It's over.
Well, guys, yeah, I don't know.
But then again,
yeah.
I can't speak on somebody else's relationship because what works for them or what don't work for them is theirs.
You know, they could be in a whole open relationship or whatever.
But we all got opinions, so it's
They
cool.
are married.
Wow. That she had her own son. Like, man, I can't even.
How would you handle that? Like, what do you like?
Divorce.
Right then and there, though.
Will we celebrate
Yes.
my divorce?
Hey, with the bottles on the wall. Divorce.
James said on the spot though.
Bro, sugar, keep the girl, sugar.
Right there. Divorce.
Yeah,
It's hard, man.
That's the love of your life. Divorce right there.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Of course.
the love of my
What?
life.
guaranteed.
I might wait a day, but then divorce.
We can't work through it. Say
I'm
this.
Drake on the end of Diamonds Dancing.
After the pay period.
Might have to go
But
to
say
the
they ain't
club.
fucking
already.
nothing. Say they ain't fuck.
What they do? What? She's outside just
First of all,
with the niggas?
Holding hands.
Why you
Holding
with
hands?
a nigga that said he needed parts last week on your IG?
And she do something with Future too? What she do
Oh,
something
yeah,
with?
that's different. She had to go live in her peace. She chose peace, bro.
I'll get
She
around.
belongs to the street.
She got an AP?
She belongs to the
She
street.
got an AP? I get around.
Round and round, round it goes.
But
I
I'll
get
say
it
that.
around.
I'll say that just to say, like how Bobby said, like in general, women could take a lot that niggas can't handle.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
They powerful.
Cause it's a lot of
I don't
shit
know.
I can't spin, bro.
Bro.
I ain't even gonna hold you. It's a lot of shit I can't
I
spin,
don't know,
bro.
I don't know how they do it, bro. I
It's
would
not
can't.
wired.
And I
for it.
feel as though, we're not wired. And I feel as though, like,
not.
once they see the potential in us, they be like, okay, you'll have your fuck
Bro,
ups.
men are way more fragile than women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
we like
yeah.
Men are
For sure, bro. For sure.
Men are
For
fragile.
sure, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm pussy when it come to Bay. If that's Bay, I'm pussy. I ain't even gonna hold you. What? Like anything. Damn, you getting up out the bed? bro.
Where
I
you
ain't gonna hold
going?
you.
Come
What
here.
you going to the bath? Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. If that's my baby, it's over, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nigga change.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Nigga be sucking his thumb.
Yes. All up under the titty.
Yeah, I mean, love is nice,
With the
man.
blanket,
Like,
you feel me?
It's good to know you
Never
don't have
had that
to.
ever happen to me.
It's good to know you don't have to go through everything by yourself or like alone, or you have somebody you know that you guys are checking on each other, making sure you're both good. And then when you get good news or something good happen in your life, what do you want to do? Tell somebody. Like,
You want to
You know what I'm
You
saying?
want to
So
run to the
it's
person you love.
yeah,
Bro, your
yeah,
facts. You want to the
nice.
person you love. You want to your friend.
Yeah,
shit,
and that's
bro.
just like you know, some people I look at it like whoever I'm in love with at that point, that's my best friend. Type shit. You know, like definitely like that's my partner in life. Like a lot of people they'll say like, oh yeah, you can find someone else. Yeah, you can find someone else, but I remember like how we talked
not like her.
Yeah, not like you feel me?
Fine.
A hairline.
Stop.
It wasn't,
It wasn't for you,
I
KP.
knew it was coming.
It wasn't even for you, bro.
His his shit is receding right now too.
We gotta show you the. I'm gonna show you the video.
receding right now
I'm gonna
too.
show him the video.
You're in the way. That's why the hat is on. Oh my god.
That's why the hat is on.
Oh my god.
No man, nigga, I look good. Fuck I'm talking about.
Tell him. I really wasn't trying to go. I really was just sitting there.
Baby ass beard. Fuck out of here.
Yo, that's not funny.
Hey yo.
Yo, I've been growing up for like 50 years, man. This thing said, yup, long-term strategies.
But yeah, you know, sometimes like how we said last week, sometimes that void is not filled. Sometimes you only get 50% or but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
But that's
yeah, my
another
fault,
thing.
bro.
That's another thing. People look for people to fill a void, bro. You gotta fill that shit within yourself.
Yeah, I don't like that whole idea of
Yeah, it's
someone
tough.
else fulfilling
I
something.
mean,
Yeah.
But how about you?
people don't realize it when they're doing it sometimes.
They don't. That's true. They don't. They're just looking for something just to gratify
wanna
them right
feel.
now. They just want to feel something. Yeah,
I
that's
just want to
facts.
feel something.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel like
facts.
a lot of people do that with a lot of things in general. A lot of things in general. And it's really not healthy, honestly speaking.
It's not, but
Because
it's,
if
hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. Everybody's upbringing is different. So a lot of times we're trying to feel something that we've been yearning for forever, or like we feel like, oh, this person's gonna be able to, you know, a lot of us, like, as we grow up, we're like, oh man, now we can't put our happiness or somebody fulfilling us per se on somebody else, and that's their responsibility to make me happy. Like, we're realizing that, hey, look, we got to face our demons and work on ourselves. I love our generation for these type of things, man. Like mental health and you know, working on yourself so you can be a compliment. That's lit.
We're really breaking that barrier when it comes to mental health, bro. Cause I have cousins, I have like my father, bro. I seen him cry twice, bro. And it's just like, yo, why'd you just talk about how you feel? Nah, I can't do that. Like, why? Like
men don't cry. Like, you know, our culture is kind of like that too. Like,
crazy.
Men don't cry.
Yeah, men don't cry, and it's, I feel like it's kind of nasty because niggas be holding a lot, bro.
Yep.
We hold a lot.
We hold
bro.
a lot.
A lot.
Even you know, like just how he was saying with your partner. Even with your partner, men hold a lot. Cause it's a lot of times women feel as though like, yeah, my partner does not feel such way about me. And this whole time he could be overly infatuated with me. But sometimes niggas don't know how to express that.
Don't know how to communicate.
Express that or know how to show them that. So it's like, if they feel in the dark, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
But that's also
You could think it, you could really feel it, but if you're not expressing that in some type of way,
that's true. I feel like men need to express how they feel more, but also when you come into a partnership, you need to know how each other's expresses themselves.
Yep.
You need to know their affirmations because I can.
This guy took a love language test.
Shut up. I can sit here and not say I love you 20 times a day, but I'm doing other shit 20 times a day
to show you
like,
that. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm doing little. I'm waking up. I'm making the bed. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing little shit to show you that I really do appreciate you, and I really do appreciate what we have. Yeah. But I'm not about to sit here and tell you I love you every day. Like it's clip. It's not coming out my mouth.
But why can't
Why
you?
not?
Every day? I can.
Not even once.
Oh, babe, you close the refrigerator. I love you. No.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not
Lawson.
doing that.
I ain't gonna hold you. That whole like saying like I remember I would be like, fuck out of here, my nigga. Like that's just how I talk. Yeah. Why you calling me my nigga?
Cause you my nigga. You my woman and you my nigga. Like the
Yes,
fuck, bro.
you
You
my
my
best friend and my nigga. The
fuck?
fuck, nigga? Like
Fuck is you talking about?
you my favorite pussy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that gotta get cut.
Nah, KP hit it on the nail though. Like
That's facts.
You do gotta learn and study your partner and know like, what makes them tick. What you know, how
What
they,
doesn't.
Yeah, I had to learn. Like, shout out to Luda, by the way, man. That woman,
Shout out to the sis.
Bruh, that woman is as tycoon as tycoon gets. I'm tycoon largely because of
and
her.
she's always been like that, bro.
Oh, I know, always, man. Like so, I don't. That's why. That's why I move with such urgency. So urgency don't move me.
Yo, she's been barring.
I'm ready. She's always been the go getter ever since I met her, bro.
So like,
Hey, she helps me a lot, bro. This nigga is a bar spitter.
Wait, hold on.
Damn, that was how I spit.
Marvin, you gotta change that mic out. You gotta change that mic out.
She helped me grow so much, man, in that area of
That's
like
what's up.
communication.
That's what's up,
Like,
bro.
She helped me grow so much, literally be able to open up, be vulnerable, because you know how we is with being vulnerable and speaking on our feelings. So she helped me really grow a lot. So big shout out to Luda, man. She's
That's
a
what's
beast.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Big
Gotta get
shot.
shouts to the
Boom,
queen.
boom, boom,
Yeah.
bullet. But yeah, I'll say it too. Like
Speaking of like have like somebody being having somebody that's like your backbone. How do you feel about like all these rappers just like getting all these Fed charges with like, but not having nobody to like? Do you think they don't have nobody behind them? Like,
I feel like they do, but I feel like they just still doing whatever they would still want to do. Like, you feel me? You really can't control nobody, but
That's tough.
Even if they not still doing what they want to do, it's the people you around. Like, I tell people all it takes is you be in the wrong picture.
that wrong, bro. And I've seen somebody in a wrong picture with somebody else, and the person isn't fed right now. He's not. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but y'all don't know the person behind it. The person behind it isn't fed right now. So I don't know, man.
You gotta always be wary of like.
just around.
You gotta be
Just
cautious,
around,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because
there's people talking, bro.
yeah, when you get to a certain level, it comes with certain pressures and responsibilities, and if you're not careful, you really will get lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
you know.
fact.
So
Like Gucci said.
That's why you gotta stay disciplined.
Gucci said. Remember what Gucci said?
Stay out the way.
Remember what Gucci said?
Look at Hove. Stay out the way.
Stay out the way.
Stay out the
please.
way.
Yeah.
Cause it could be shit. It could be shit that Hove and he just, like, but it's like, damn. Say KP doing some shit. That's my brother.
KP like, why you gotta use me though?
Which I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. You feel me?
Disclaimer.
And I'm just like, yo, I want you to chill. I'm not gonna love you less. You still my brother, but I want you to chill.
I can't be around that.
You feel me? But it's like, damn, now if KP looking at me like I'm supposed to be a brother and you treat me this type of way, and you know, sometimes that go against niggas that fuck with niggas and they don't know how to accept that.
Yeah, I mean, it just means you're real. It just means you're real. One thing about me, I love feedback. I love because the most growth I've had is not from the stuff I'm doing amazing at. It's from the stuff that like somebody got to check me like, hey, look, man, pay attention to this.
Yeah.
You got to work on this. You know, so I don't like people that are around me that are just like yes men or like
yes men around me.
Yeah, nah, it's nice. I like it. No, like let me know how you really feel because I can't see things in all angles. I can see things from my lens. But you see things different than I will. So if I'm doing something wrong, check me, please. I'm okay with
Keep
that.
your brothers
like, I
sharp.
need that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fellas for that, man. I feel like that's one thing that really that really like
Yeah.
brought me to y'all, man.
Cause that shit could be
niggas, bro.
that shit could be that shit could be niggas could drop some that shit ass.
Especially one up. One up been on my ass for years, bro.
I have nothing to say 'cause I'm not gonna say it here.
One up been on my ass for years, man. I love you, brother.
But you know, like you said,
I'll be back soon.
Sure.
You feel me? Like keep your brothers sharp.
Yeah. It's
Because
teamwork.
you know
on his
you want your brothers to keep you sharp. Because if I'm the sharpest knife, I mean, fuck it.
What? No, reel it in. I want to see you reel it in.
Yeah, because you just threw it out there.
I'm gonna throw it out there, but I'm saying, I was about to say if
I want a tycoon bar right now. Reel that in.
I got a tycoon bar, but I was gonna say if I'm the sharpest knife in the knife set, I'm good, man. Keep it, man. Send that back. Send that back for the holidays. You feel me?
Okay, that's what's up.
Challenge
Clean it up.
yourself.
You feel me?
He had
cleaned
extra
it up.
time to think about it.
Clean it up.
Nah, I had it, but I'm
No. You ain't
Yo,
have it. He cleaned it up.
he threw that shit.
I ain't gonna hold
Appreciate
you.
it,
I was about to say some whole other shit. That's what I thought, but I was about to say some whole other
James is different.
I was about to say
It's
some
different.
whole other shit. But you know, definitely like it's bad vibes on that, but you know.
Man, free cash.
Facts.
Free cash, man.
I don't even know none of the info or like anything when it comes to that.
They did try to hit him with a Rico.
Oh, so they were trying to run and catch the top dog?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Come on, man. Little free cash, bro.
Or the person with the most to lose. They feel like they can get something from you. That's why you gotta be careful who you're around.
Shake him real hard.
Yeah.
Somebody talking some shit, bro. It might not be true, but I don't think it's true. But still, be careful who you're
That's
around.
what it is, man.
I know one thing.
It's Corona though.
It's definitely Corona, man. Hopefully, I thought we was probably about to go on the next shutdown, but you know,
Oh, it's coming. It's
I don't
coming,
think so, bro.
It's coming, brother.
See you next
When
week.
Biden gets in,
It's coming, brother.
you think so? I don't think it's happening.
no, it's happening.
It's coming, brother. Bro, the numbers are worse than it was in March.
I know the numbers are all worse, but it's like,
People just act like it's normal.
yeah, but the death's not crazy like how it was before.
I mean, because they probably have
Yeah,
some type
you
of
feel me?
control.
So it's
but
like,
actually, I
say
don't
we
know
shut
about
down.
that.
I don't think we're
know
gonna shut
about
down
that.
again, bro. Like I feel like they just gonna force the vaccine on us.
Y'all see Roz not playing with y'all. Niggas.
No.
Yeah, Rod's definitely not playing with us.
That shit is coming, brother.
Nigga said James and Blanco.
Nah,
Up
but
in EO.
this Corona thing's been crazy though. Like I've never, and
I would never
experienced
we've never seen something like that before.
Any virus that even came close to
This making me
being
think of like,
prominent. Oh, sorry. Like even any virus that became prominent is just it got tethered away somehow.
yeah,
This is
like
the only
what
one
I'm
that
thinking
really,
of like
that
measles.
really hit us.
Like what's
Zika virus, Ebola was all right there, bro. But somehow
This one was
this
different.
shit went. Them shit disappeared. Not really disappeared, but it didn't really affect us like that. But this shit,
It's global.
shit, this shit
niggas outside
crazy.
spraying that shit?
Word, nigga, niggas be coming
But
outside.
I
with this
feel
disinfectant
like
spray.
just imagine, you know, like I know we got all all them shots that we got to take.
Yeah, like the flu shots and all of them.
So it's like, imagine at the time when those actually came out.
Mm-hmm. What it was like. You ever took a flu shot?
Nah, I never took a flu shot. But I mean, we all got to take immunization shots.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I never taken a flu shot. I would never take a flu shot.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Why would I do that?
And I feel like that's exactly what the COVID
so
shots
how y'all
be.
feel about the whole vaccine?
I'm not taking it. Especially not the first batch.
I feel like I might. I
You
think
got to let the prototypes
niggas,
go.
I'm about to grow an arm coming out.
niggas say,
Niggas
say you about to be like,
fucking crazy.
Hey guys,
And if it's anything like a flu shot, bro, I'm not taking it.
start fucking barking and shit.
First batch about to have you out there doing the stanky leg.
Hey,
I'm up
yeah.
to 30.
Eating people and shit.
But yeah, man. I mean,
Good off of that.
I see you out here in the Tycoon merch, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, thank you for coming
sir.
up here with us, bro.
Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate
absolutely,
it,
man.
man.
A lot of
Really
people.
appreciate it,
Those
bro.
dropped, right? Those
Yeah,
definitely dropped.
those. A lot of people been looking forward to it, and we take longer with everything because we want to put quality, longevity, and there's we're not putting down watered down stuff like.
Got you.
So yeah, we're dropping the hoodies. We're only releasing 100 this winter, and that's because we weren't even planning on dropping merch just yet. But you know, a lot of people been real supportive, been very in tune and helping us get to where we're trying to be at.
I was about to say, you ain't wasting no time.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey man, let's do something special for the holidays
That's
for
what's up.
everybody.
'Cause
So there's only 100, and
Yeah, your subscribers, bro.
moving quick.
I've been watching your subscribers, bro. It's
crazy.
climbing crazy this year,
our
bro.
presence are
Crazy.
moving at a we're
Crazy.
scaling pretty well on all platforms. I mean, it's just a testament to what happens when it's a teamwork and you're doing it from the right place and not rushing the process, man. I'm leaning into it. I'm getting away from just being fearful of what people might think of me. You know, somebody might like it, politically correct, all that stuff. I'm really leaning into the process, and that I think is resonating with people. And we just keep it real transparent. So yeah,
That's what we need, bro. That's
The
what we
merch
need.
is
Keep it
actually-
Tycoon, man.
Yeah,
That's what we
Keep it
need.
Tycoon, man. That might be the episode name.
Keep it
Tycoon.
tycoon.
Keep it Tycoon.
Keep it tycoon.
Keep it Tycoon, man. I like that.
Yes, sir.
I was
Thank you.
kind of leaning towards Defund James.
Yeah, I was about
That needs to be every episode.
I was about to say just that. Yeah.
Every episode.
go every
You gotta
episode,
go,
bro.
They-
Nah,
Travis
I
Scott's
love it.
goal.
I love what you guys do, man, because you guys speak on real stuff, you know,
try
on
to,
all
appreciate it.
levels. And
You feel me?
it's so sad sometimes because that's why I would say it's not even a money problem. Is a people's problem and how we see things. For example, like how many people would you say you know that have access to YouTube or your platform that can literally just tune in 5 minutes?
Everybody.
Everybody, right? Now imagine if they like, hey, look, my man's is doing this. Check this out. Boom, boom. That's
Facts.
at work.
Spread
Look
them
at how
out.
fast that spreads. The
Spreads.
crazy. We so far away from the game, bro. We think we're playing the game. We don't even know the rules. We're not on the bench. We're not in the stands. We're in the parking lot. That's how far we are. Because you could put it
Nigga,
on
we
YouTube.
still at home getting
yeah, I'm about
dressed.
to say, we
nigga.
at home buying the ticket.
Yo, you could put the video on YouTube. You don't even have to necessarily watch it. It just has to play. It counts for the YouTube algorithm, all the algorithms and stuff, and then it helps you
Not
get
even the whole video
You
either.
don't even got
Not even the whole
exactly.
video,
and we're not
bro.
even willing to do that. So you know,
It's
that's
crazy.
why I teach life and art, because is a bigger problem that we have than just
Shit,
just
somebody
the
to
money,
teach
you know?
support. People need to teach support.
That's true, but you can't rely on support as a business model. So
No, yeah,
to
of course
speak.
not. Of course not.
Yeah,
of
but
course not.
it takes
support
time.
Is so,
It
support
takes
is so
time.
flimsy, bro.
Yeah, like even
So
when you guys
flimsy.
started, I didn't tune in right away because I didn't really know it, and then you know somebody recommended it to me, and then since then I just been tuning in, and I'm just like, man, I
telling you
love
right
the
now,
energy.
I'm telling you
Everything
right
is
now,
fire. So keep it up.
The first unofficial episode to now is completely different, bro.
It evolves.
We
It
have
evolves.
evolved.
I don't even
ridiculously,
remember the
and
first
I'm proud.
episode.
Oh yeah, I do. They threw it in the chat a few weeks ago.
Oh no, I'm lying. I remember.
Memory lane.
Oh boy.
No
Yeah.
thanks. That camera was. No offense, Marv, but we recorded that shit with a toaster.
Yo. No, this episode is Defund James. This episode is Defund James right now. Please.
Oh,
What the what?
he acting up again.
Yo.
Should have left you in the house.
Acting up.
Oh, all right.
Yo, clip that
This
out.
has been the GoodFellas podcast.
Just crop him out.
Sorry, nah, man. This is the GoodFellas podcast, man. Episode 38, man.
Yeah,
Mafi,
man.
definitely thank you for having you, man.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Had a lot of
Appreciate
fun. Thank you.
Big gems.
Shit, a lot of games.
Shout out to Tycoon Talk, man, in the building.
Tycoon. This is my fucking Jigga, man. Y'all just tuned this episode.
Ron.
KP.
Y'all are the worst.
The Tycoon Master himself got the Bobby.
Come on now, you know I can't hang with that broke shit. I had to cut that bitch off. Goddamn, all she wanted was some money. You know I hate that gold digging that bitch. I can't hang with all my homies cause they hand out.